I mean, wow. Wow. Anyway, guys, what's up? This is Perry207 here, and welcome to my newest episode of my NASCAR review show. And I would come to, and I'll be reviewing on the Brickyard 400, and wow, after a near seven, no, no, after I think it was approximately a 7-hour marathon, suppose Casey Kane gets his first win in the season, and then by winning the Brickyard 400 due to a late race move he made on Brad Keselowski to take the win. Obviously, speaking of Brad, he got second, Ryan Newman third, Joey Logano on fourth, and round up the top five, Matt Kenseth. Now, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that went on. Now, obviously, and now the race itself only went through 3 red flags. Obviously, one is for weather earlier, which I think it may have somewhat played a part in as to why that became much more of a 7-hour marathon. But also, but it also has 2 other huge wrecks, which I will get into later on. Which I will get into much later on in this video. First off, however, I will start by, this is definitely the out of all the Brickyard 400 races I've watched over the years, this is definitely, in my opinion, one of the craziest one yet. I mean, by far. Wow. So anyway, now, let's get on to the race. Now, obviously, there's a couple. Now, obviously, there's some wrecks I want to go over. Now, obviously, Dale Jr. got into a apparently got in the back of someone, which busted the radiator, which pretty much ended his day in his final Brickyard 400, which he ended up finishing 36th. And then, like, literally the next yellow, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. spawned out, which pretty much ended his day. He ended up finishing 35th. Now, obviously, then the next year, obviously, the 2 dominant cars in that race, Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr., had by far the 2 best cars in the race. Then suddenly on the ensuing restart, Truex got loose, which he got into Kyle, which spawned both of them out, which pretty much ending both of their not only ended their race, but it also ended their chance of winning, which Kyle could have won his 3rd straight Brickyard 400 win, but apparently that did not happen now. So, and then on the next restart, and then after that came a strain of green flag runs, in which of course we all thought it's going to end up becoming a few mileage race. Trevor Bayne was running 4th at the time. Felt like he probably could have at least went for it. Now, I don't know if he would have won, but he definitely could have, at least gone for it. And then, obviously, by like 11, let's say about 10, 11 laps to go, obviously, the wreck happened. The Boyer and Eric Jones got together, which ended up collecting McMurray and Kurt Busch, which pretty much ending their hopes for at least just to get not a solid top 10 finish. No. And then the following restart, and then the next year, now Casey Kane had pitted just prior to that caution though, which that's probably why he ended up leading on the next couple of restarts. Now obviously, and then the following restart, King, and then about a lap or so after the restart, Kyle Larson got into an incident with Ty Dillon and Ryan Blaney, which pretty much ended Larson's day. And then the following restart, which is about 2 laps to go, Jimmy Johnson tried to go 3 wide on him, entering the 3rd turn, coming to the white flag. Then all of a sudden, Jimmy gets loose, sideways, gets in the wall, pretty much ending his hopes for his 5th Brickyard 400 win, which that too did not happen. And then the following restart, Kane, and now that might be somewhat, some people might find that kind of the controversial restart. but Kane actually kind of weighed up to see if it might trick Braddock into jumping the restart. But when it happened, I guess Hamlin may have pushed Kane a little bit, and the which kind of stacked up, and then causing yet another big wreck involving Trevor Bayne, who was running in top 3 at the time, who was running 3rd place, and then all of a sudden he gets caught up in a wreck. Wow, isn't that a shame? So that was a bummer way to end your race, man. And then came yet another red flag, which by the way, that Boyer, Bush, McMurray and Jones incident, that too triggered the red, which took a little while to clean on the track up, and then all of a sudden, and then at that yellow, which I just mentioned, there's caused yet another red, which that too took some time to clean the track. And then there was some wondering, are they going to get the last restart in, because due to the impending darkness. Because remember, Indy does not have lights on the track, so they end up taking some, but eventually they did all they could to get the track done. And then obviously the final restart, Kasey Kahne got a great restart on Brad, and then coming off turn 2, he was long gone, and all of a sudden Denny Hamlin spun out, which collected Austin Dillon and some other few drivers also got caught. And as soon as Kasey Kahne passed, just literally seconds after Kahne passed the overtime line, caution came out. Now, under the rule, if the leader passed the overtime line before the yellow comes out, that means that's the official race. Anyway, the replay clearly showed Kasey Kahne passed the line before the yellow came out. Therefore, that marked the race official. Kasey Kahne. That's how Kasey Kahne ended up winning the Brickyard 400. Finally, this is actually his first win since Atlanta 2014. Well, happened to be the Labor Day weekend race. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Adios, peace, God bless. And tune in next time as the Cup Series head to Pocono, my home state of PA, man. All right, guys, take care. Adios, peace, God bless. Of course. Of course. Gotta put some dew in there. All right, guys, take care. Adios. God bless.